Hi, I'm David Goforth with Simply Local. Pam has sent me out here to the farmer's market today to get some eggs. Eggs during the spring of the year, chickens and every other bird will lay a lot of eggs, and so it's a very good time of the year to purchase the eggs. They will be out here most of the summer for that matter, but we'll get some of these spring eggs and we'll make a number of different dishes with them. Eggs are very much a part of the local food movement. Very easy to have hens for pets and things like that. So let's check out some of the vendors here. Here's one of our egg vendors out here. Steve, how you doing today?
Good, thank you.
And where's your farm located at?
We're in Mooresville in the Collar Creek community.
Just barely across the Cabarrus County line, so we claim you as one of our own here. And you've got some real nice looking eggs here. We normally see your mom out here during the summer. Once the honey flow starts, she'll be out here with local honey and baked goods both. But today we're more interested in eggs. Tell me a little bit about how these hens are raised.
They are pasture fed. They get the free range. They roam out and come in at night so that the predators can't get them.
Yeah, and the main thing about that is they get access to this fresh grass, which gives a better tasting egg if hens can do that. And so that's what we're interested here in these eggs. In addition, we find a lot of times these eggs are better. Pasture poultry like that has got a better vitamins in it, better amount of omega-3s, even some other things that are better for you. And of course they cook a lot better too. Now tell me how you take care of these eggs.
Well, we harvest them in the mornings, and then I take them in and wash the eggs in water, and then dry them and put them in the cartons and put them in the refrigerator. So as fresh as you can get. And
they're required to be at 45 degrees out here on the market, and the consumer needs to keep them at 45 as they take them home. Pam, brought you some of the eggs you wanted, and these are actually a few weeks old because I knew you wanted to boil some, and you can't boil real fresh eggs, so I've kept them in the refrigerator, and hope you don't mind I left them in the carton instead of putting them down here.
That's great. That's really the way we like to store them. Eggs should be stored in the carton rather than these little containers in the refrigerator. It keeps the odors out. So you did really great, David.
All right. I thought I was just being lazy.
No, you're doing great.
Get over here, and here you go.
Well, I am so excited that we're going to look at eggs today because eggs are one of the most versatile foods that we have. In fact, they're often called the incredible edible egg, and there's a good reason for that. Do you have any idea how many things we can do with eggs?
No, I don't really.
Well, we can. I know you've thought about this a lot.
I've done a lot of things with them.
But okay, well, eggs are used to leaven, like in pie or cakes. They bind foods together, like in meatloaves. They emulsify, like in mayonnaise. They thicken, like in sauces and puddings. Eggs are probably one of those versatile food items that we have.
And growing up, we used them at Easter and Halloween.
Well, you used them. I like to use them throughout the year. Let's start by doing, instead of calling them boiled eggs, we're going to call them hard-cooked eggs. And let's put 6 or so in our saucepan here. And we're just going to put the eggs into the saucepan. And then, I think that's 6. We'll add about a cup of water to get some hard-cooked eggs. So, David, I'll let you do the honors and just pour in
about a cup there?
about an inch over the eggs.
I'll take a little bit more than a cup.
Might take a little bit more.
All right.
And then we will bring these to a boil, a pretty rapid boil. So we'll turn the unit on, and we will bring these to a boil. When they come to a full rolling boil, we'll want to put the lid on the pan, and then we will literally slide the pan away from the heat source. And we're going to let them just sit for about 15 to 18 minutes, depending on the size of the egg. Now, these happen to be large eggs, so we will let them sit a good 15 to 18 minutes.
And when you say large eggs, what are you talking about as far as the size?
Well, here are some examples of eggs, and we see that this is a large egg, a medium egg, a small egg, and this is what I would call a jumbo egg. It's We mean actually the ounces per 12 eggs, and the total ounces in a carton of eggs.
A lot of times that's not really labeled on homegrown eggs. They're just eggs. They can be bigger or smaller.
And sometimes they're going to be bigger, and sometimes they're going to be smaller. And these were certainly locally grown or locally produced eggs. So we see the variety in color there. And David, I know you're going to ask this next. Does it make any difference that the eggshell color is different?
You want me to ask that?
You go ahead and ask that.
Well,
if you want
I already know that.
Oh, okay. Well,
no, go ahead, Pam.
In case someone doesn't know it, the eggshell color is determined by the breed of hen, and there's absolutely no nutritional difference between an egg that has a white shell, a dark brown shell, I don't know, I guess that's almost a darker brown shell, or a green shell. The eggs inside are going to be the same. It's just the shell color that's different.
Now, what a lot of times when people are growing local eggs, they will choose the brown just because you can get white eggs so many times through the grocery store, and it does give a little bit of differentiation. So they do prefer the brown when you're buying locally, but it doesn't have to be that way.
Okay, so you think they just like to raise the brown eggs?
But it proves that it's not grocery store eggs.
Oh, okay. But you know what? You can get brown eggs in the grocery store, but that's a good sign that they are local eggs. Well, now we are going to pretend, fast forward a little bit, that this has been sitting here covered for about 15 minutes. If it's a really large egg, you will want to go 18 minutes. Then, when they've sat here for 18 minutes, we're ready to go to the sink, and this is probably the most important part in hard cooking these eggs. We immediately want to start filling this pot with cold water, or maybe even ice water. You want to chill the eggs really, really quickly. And David, like you said in the very beginning, the eggs are going to peel so much better if they're older eggs, if they've maybe been in your refrigerator for 3 to 4 weeks. So we are going to kind of pretend that we are running cold water and ice water and getting these eggs just as cool as they can be. Now, after the eggs have cooled, I find it better to let them rest for a few minutes. Let them kind of just relax before you start the process of peeling the eggs. And today we're going to look at hard-cooked eggs that we're going to do deviled eggs with, and also an egg salad sandwich, if that sounds okay to you.
Now, if I was to mix these up, could you tell the difference between the boiled ones and not?
I certainly could. Let's show. This is a boiled egg, and watch how it will go evenly around. It just kind of spins. But say you're confused and at home you don't know, have I boiled the egg? Have I not boiled the egg? All right, now I'll try to spin one that has not been cooked. Do you see the difference? This is the egg that has been boiled. It rotates very nicely. The egg that has not been boiled just kind of rocks back and forth, doesn't it? That's kind of a neat trick, don't you think?
I do.
Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is crack this egg. And again, you really want it to be an egg that's a little bit more, I guess a little older egg, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Peel that other one.
If you'd like to, we're only going to use one.
Okay.
And that's fine, you can peel it. You'll notice that I started by taking the large end of the egg and firmly smacking it, hitting it on the tray, and the air cell at the top is where you want to start peeling. Now, if you're using a really fresh egg, this can be a hair-raising experience. But if you're using a little bit older egg, it just peels so easily. I like to really do this by the kitchen sink, and that way, if you happen to get a little bit of shell, you can rinse it off. How you coming over there with your egg, David? Are you ahead of me?
It's a little rough. No, I'm behind you, but...
Okay, but this is really peeling fairly well. A real fresh egg will not peel so well.
Uncle Sam fed me some one time that you could squirt out of the hull.
Oh, really? I don't think I would like that. So you ate a raw egg, huh?
No. It was boiled, but it would still squirt out. I think it's probably about 6 months old.
Oh, okay. Well, we won't sample or encourage people to do that. But it does bring up a good point, David. These eggs that have been hard cooked may be stored in your refrigerator up to a week before you peel them. Okay, so now we have our peeled eggs, and to save time, I knew that time is of the essence, I already have some eggs that we have just literally sliced. And you see how pretty they are. They're a bright yellow color. Sometimes, have you ever been in a restaurant or even at home and sliced your eggs and you find a green ring around the eggs? Has that happened to you?
I've been fed some of them eggs too in the military.
You've been fed some of those eggs. Well, it doesn't hurt you. The nutritive value is not changed, but it just is a sign that they haven't been handled or in most cases cooled properly. So these eggs are just perfect. You don't see any green, which is just ferrous oxide around the eggs, but if you see the green, you just know that maybe they weren't cooled or as quickly as they should have been. So for our egg salad, I'm already really kind of ahead of you. In here already, I have 6 eggs that are a hard-cooked egg that have been sliced, as you see here. And I am doing the deviled egg, so we'll remove, just so you can see how easy it is to remove the little yolk. And when you're doing deviled eggs, of course, you'll remove the yolk and you'll have eggs in your the white part of the eggs left. Then all we have to do is mash the egg yolks. And you know the nutrients are found in the egg yolks. They are a wonderful source of vitamin D. Eggs are a great source of about 13 nutrients. Now, we've gotten that egg kind of mashed up, so we're now ready to quickly add the 4th cup of mayonnaise. We're going to add now a teaspoon of yellow mustard, and we're going to add a teaspoon of vinegar. And the vinegar just makes the taste, I think. And then we're going to mix these up together. And it takes a little bit of time and a little bit of elbow grease, but the effort is certainly worth it. My children love deviled eggs, and it's not a holiday unless I fix deviled eggs, David, so I have to fix them pretty often. And you want to give enough time to get them mashed real well. And you're now ready to fill one of the eggs that you just emptied, one of the egg whites. So, normally I would use a spoon.
Let me get you one, Pam.
Okay, well that'd be great. We had just a lot of mayonnaise on there. I think I can use the fork just perfectly. All right. Thank you though, David. I think I just went ahead and got it filled. And you're ready to proceed filling your eggs. Now, did you know that with these deviled eggs that you could add a lot of different things? You could add bacon, you could add cheese, you can even add cooked potato in this egg mixture. You can add jalapeno peppers, you can add other olives that have been chopped up to kind of give it a little bit of variety. After you have filled your eggs, you're ready to garnish the eggs with some paprika, and I always like to add parsley to give a nicer look. But 6 hard-cooked eggs will make a dozen deviled eggs. Of course, if you're going to church with these or serving it to your family, you want to keep them cool. And I guarantee these will be the first thing gone at the church picnic.
They are.
And
there's a bunch of them on the table and they're normally gone.
So inexpensive, so inexpensive. Now, what were you going to say?
Well, I was saying those are the first things gone at the church functions, sure enough.
They are, and man, my son will reach in and grab 3, and you know, people haven't even had any at our table. Now, since we started out cooking an egg, or hard cooking an egg, we're going to real quickly now go to an egg salad. And this is even less time consuming than a deviled egg. And I already have in the bowl 8 eggs. And this is a little bit different than with our deviled eggs because I've literally started out with a whole egg and then I have sliced it. And with deviled eggs, with egg salad, you want to chop the yolk and the white up. And that's the best part, the white. And I have 8 in here already. Now I'm ready to add about a tablespoon of mayonnaise, and we'll add some mustard. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, which is just a little specialty mustard that you can get in the grocery store, just a little bit different taste. And A lot of people like to add pickles, so I'm going to add 1/4 cup of sweet pickles that have been drained. And you could add onions to that if you wanted to. So our next step is going to be quickly mix this up. David, I just think that egg salad sandwiches are so versatile and they're so inexpensive to make. And you can keep them refrigerated, the egg salad refrigerated for a couple of days in your refrigerator. And then if you're looking for a light lunch, you're ready to serve egg salad. And we'll add just a little bit of salt and pepper to taste, and just a little bit. Okay, I'll mix that up. Now, ooh, it smells so good. I wish you could smell it. All right, so we have egg salad that will make a perfect light luncheon, or it will make you could eat it at dinner. You'd be getting wonderful protein. And here's the egg salad sandwich ready for you to eat, or someone to eat. And I'm going to have it on whole wheat bread, and that's homegrown lettuce.
What about how much it makes a serving out of this here are we looking for?
Gosh, I would say a good cup of egg salad. You know, is that what you're asking me? How much egg salad
would make a serving? How much we consider a serving?
I didn't measure that. I would say that's probably about a cup of egg salad.
Okay.
We have 8 eggs in here, so hopefully it would serve 4 to 8, but a good cup. So we'll add our lettuce. And we've got a delicious egg salad sandwich ready for you to sample in a few minutes if you want to.
Sounds good.
Okay. We're just rushing right along with eggs, aren't we? I would like to prepare one more thing, and it's kind of fun. It's almost a joke. We're going to prepare a coffee cup scramble. And I've made eggs in the microwave for years, and I bet you have too, haven't you?
Seldom. No, I've been on the stovetop.
You do them on the stovetop. Well, I love to do eggs scrambled in my microwave oven. But this is called a coffee cup scramble. And we're going to start out by using a 12-ounce mug. And I just happen to be using an extension mug that I found. And we will spray the 12-ounce mug with cooking spray. Okay? Then the ingredients that are going to go in here are so easy. We're going to have not 1, but 2 eggs. So there's 1 egg going in, and this is just one regular egg that's been cracked, open. And we're going to add now 2 tablespoons of milk. Okay. Then we're going to kind of mix this up. I like to use a fork. It's just like making scrambled eggs. The reason I think this is such fun is, David, so many people are not eating breakfast. And this is literally a way that you can eat breakfast almost as you drive down the road. Okay, I've got the eggs mixed in a microwavable cup that has been sprayed with cooking spray. Now we're going to walk back to our microwave in the kitchen. And got 2 eggs. 2 tablespoons of milk that's been kind of whisked together. And then we're going to set our microwave on high level, and we'll start at 45 seconds. While it's cooking, we'll let it microwave for about 45 seconds. And in just a few minutes, when the timer goes off, we will again stir the recipe. And we're going to see air going into that coffee cup scramble, and we'll see our egg rising. It's almost the effect of a souffle. It's so easy with 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of milk, and then in just a few minutes we're going to be using 2 tablespoons of cheese. Now, when the microwave goes off for the first 45 seconds, we're going to open, and we're just going to take an opportunity to stir the egg mixture. Okay. And we're going to microwave it again for 45 seconds at the high level. Now, if you watch really closely, you're probably going to see the eggs poof up. And tell me if you can see it through there. If they don't, that's okay, but probably you'll see the eggs rise up to the top. And that is almost like what is happening when you're making a souffle. It will go down in just a few seconds, but it will rise. While that's cooking, I'm going to walk over here and get the next ingredients that I'm going to put on this coffee cup scramble, and that is just simply 2 tablespoons of shredded cheddar cheese, and I'm going to have some salt and pepper to use also. We're going to release it. And I don't know if you can see it, but the eggs have risen up. My microwave at home, the eggs will literally go up because I have a microwave that's a little bit newer than this one. But now that the eggs are finished, we're going to add the cheese. Let me just reach back here and get the cheese. And we're going to sprinkle 2 tablespoons of cheese on, okay? 2 tablespoons of cheddar cheese. And then we're going to salt or pepper this to taste, not a whole lot. And be careful, it's really, really hot. But David, you're ready to go down the road, going to work and eating your breakfast in a coffee cup scramble. You know, people are always saying they don't have time to eat. They have time to eat if they make a coffee cup scramble. Be careful, it's hot, but enjoy.
Oh, thank you. That looks good.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I think you need to mix in a few hot peppers.
Well, we could add hot peppers. It would take a little bit longer. This is just a basic recipe. You could add several different things, but try your scrambled eggs in the microwave at home. Eggs are just such a low-costing protein. Great thing to plan your family menus around, David. So we hope you will enjoy eggs hard-cooked, eggs deviled, egg salad, and then finally, eggs scrambled in a cup. This has been fun, David. I can't wait to sample your omelet, and I hope folks will enjoy eating smart and eating local with us.